Yes?
Just when I thought we were done.
The truth is, I have no idea why Bennett the Astoria's captain opened fire. It's a mystery to me.
Is that your idea of a joke?
Lieutenant Kenny, Captain Raymond's point about treaty violations stands. I should inform you. I will be making a record of this planet, and everything stated between us here. If you are unable or unwilling to speak candidly, this discussion will likely become unpleasant.
I am well aware of that. Am I correct in assuming you're an android?
Yes, I am an Arnold Robotics model E014297.
Her name's Elena.
I have heard that the androids made by Arnold Robotics on Verguld are among the finest in the galaxy. Elena, I swear to you that all I speak here is absolutely true, including the fact that I came here to help.
What is this bull?
Ray. Lieutenant Kenny, I logged an unnatural delay between the second and third barrage just before the Aegis was downed by the Astoria. Can you please explain what caused this?
The truth is, Captain, we can be in contact range of the Verguld registered merchant vessel Aegis in 3 minutes.
Good work. Activate cloaking device. 60 seconds after activation, warp out and prepare to attack.
Captain, please wait. May I remind you, cloaking is for emergency situations only. It is also prohibited during warp for the safety of other vessels.
And I'm saying this is an emergency situation. Or perhaps you elite officers can't follow orders without explaining each little law they're based upon.
No, it's just that we have no reason to fire upon a ship from planet Verguld, especially without warning. Even if they were hostile, attacking without warning is a violation of Article 32.
Cloak has been activated, Captain. Now exiting warp.
Wait!
Lieutenant Kenny, I didn't hear you repeat the Captain's orders.
Upon exiting warp, prepare to attack.
Now entering conventional space. 1 million kilometers to the Aegis. Currently at 1/4 impulse.
Excellent. Decloak at 500,000 kilometers. Arm the phase cannons. Fire the first barrage at 350,000 kilometers.
Phase cannons? Do you intend to destroy them?
Lieutenant Kenny, I didn't hear you repeat the order.
Repeating the orders isn't merely for confirmation. It is also to allow for correction in the event of an order given in error.
We have an issue. It appears the good lieutenant doesn't know what activities the Verguldians have been up to.
Are you referring to their recent actions as an anti-Federation influence? Even then, attacking them unprovoked and without notice will only work to their benefit.
Now within 350,000 kilometers of enemy vessel.
Replace Lieutenant Kenny on tactical authority. Now! Fire the first barrage!
Firing first barrage.
No!
Enemy shields efficiency holding at 60%.
Arm proton torpedoes and launch in succession once we have a lock on them. Just make sure not to hit their engines. We're after the cargo they have stored there. I want it in one piece.
We have a lock. Firing proton torpedoes.
Enemy vessel's shields holding at 20%. Captain, their warp drive remains intact. They could still attempt escape maneuvers.
Hurry with the next base cannon barrage. I'd rather have them destroyed than let them get away.
Captain, what you are doing is criminal. Upon my authority as First Officer, I hereby relieve you of command.
Very well. I do believe it's written in your beloved Federation laws that the consent of 3 senior officers is needed to relieve a captain of their command. Are there any among you that agree with Lieutenant Kenny?
Wait, what?
Lieutenant, you are hereby removed from duty for the crimes of disobeying an order and treason. Now off to the brig, Mariel.
Wake up, everyone! This is crazy! What's happened to you all?
I see. That would certainly explain the delay before their third barrage. In which case, Raymond, I do believe we owe Lieutenant Kenny some thanks.
Sure, if her story's true. So what cargo was this Bennett guy after anyway?
Duma, most likely.
That thing?
The 3 Virians appeared most interested in Duma as well. They too are part of your Federation, correct?
What are you?
But what I still don't get is why you're here now, Mariel. Weren't you sent to the brig?
I was released as soon as we returned to base. My guess is the captain thought me a nuisance, but little more than that. So I borrowed a ship from the space station and escaped once I had the chance.
What?
I was hoping to recover the black box of the Aegis. With it, I should be able to acquire proof of Captain Bennett's misconduct.
I find it unlikely that a Federation base would overlook the departure of a borrowed vessel not within their flight plans.
That's way worse than just disobeying orders. Why would you go so far?
When I was little, my grandmother taught me the ins and outs of the Federation's core systems. I can infiltrate them pretty much as I please. I'm certain my use of the ship will go unnoticed for some time. And my grandfather had this to say to me. Trust in what you think is right. I know you've got what it takes to stick to your principles through thick and thin. Now, go and apologize to the Aegis's captain.
Emerson T. Kenny. Quite the hero, sending his granddaughter here with a stolen ship.
That's not all. Some members of the crew who doubted the motives of Bennett and the Astoria also came along with me. The high-speed merchant vessel Akizuki is now currently monitoring my status from planetary orbit.
You mean to say that your comrades are observing all this from some unseen location?
Oh, yes. I know it might be discomforting, but it was a necessary precaution to ensure my safety.
Thank you for healing my father. On behalf of my kingdom, I offer you my sincerest gratitude. Oh, did I misunderstand in some way?
Well, no, not exactly. I just wasn't expecting.
Is it odd that I wish to express my thanks to those who saved the life of a loved one? Chloe, do you believe Mariel here is lying?
No, Princess Leticia. I believe she is telling the truth.
Ray, you are within your rights to be angry about your vessel. Be that as it may, I find Lieutenant Kenny to be honest in her attempts to enact justice.
All of the crew, including myself, share the blame for not stopping the Astoria's attack upon your ship. You have my word that we will make the proper restitutions, punish those responsible, and bring the truth to light. Captain Raymond.
Fine. If you do end up in a Federation courtroom for this, I suppose I can appear on your behalf as a witness.
Thank you.
Now, we know that Bennett is after Duma, and also that you, apparently, don't know why. Next question is, who the hell are these Virians?
Well, I can't say for certain. However, those two I met were also being hunted by Captain Bennett, much like the Aegis. They are military deserters from Vir, another Federation member planet.
Deserters? So that's why there are no other Virians in the Empire.
This is all according to Bennett, though, so I can't be sure how much of it is true. The only thing I know for certain is that they are acting unlawfully here on this planet.
Violating the UP3, huh?
Yes, correct. I realize this is rude of me to ask, but will you help me apprehend them?
Why don't you just transfer them?
That's impossible without transport trackers or communicators, as you know.
It would seem, then, that the interests of all present are in alignment.
Yeah, we gotta charge into the Empire, take the Virians alive, and put an end to this war. Those three are the key to everything happening on this planet and up in space.
I cannot permit the use of Akizuki's equipment, but I can assist, personally.
What's the matter?
Oh, it's just that while I understand what Marielle is saying, there's still something that kind of bothers me. I got the impression that the Virians had truly sworn their loyalty to the Empire.
Huh?
It's not like we have to change our plan or anything. Just something to keep in mind, I guess?
Your hunches often prove correct. We will be careful.
Right.
Now then, I think it best if we consult with Maester Midas and the others about how to proceed. Let us return to my father's chambers.
Let us proceed to His Majesty's quarters.
Indeed. Maester Midas and everyone are like to be present already.
Sorry, but my answer is no.
Is that so?
What's up?
Would you mind waiting a moment longer?
It was Leticia who ran about trying to complete the Folga, while Melthia completed preparations. Raymond and the others helped along the way, and Malkia provided the stones. I simply showed up at the right time, hardly a praiseworthy accomplishment.
And yet it would not have reached completion without you. I must also make amends for not protecting you after you saved Albert.
It does not befit a king to dwell on the past. Admit that what happened was beyond your control. Your softness is what enables Lambert to take advantage of you.
Midas.
and the war is not yet over. Regardless of the truth, the path this nation has followed for the past 14 years was set by the choice you made long ago. Grant me a seat now for my meritorious deeds pertaining to the Fulga, and you know full well that conflict will follow.
Midas.
You recognize the Fulga is not a weapon of war. That alone is honor enough. However, if you must absolutely insist on seeing me rewarded, grant me a Fulga of my own once everything is settled. That is all I ask.
No, 2 Fulga.
Why?
If we live long enough, there may come a time where we wish to fly our separate ways, don't you think?
No, 1 is enough.
Very well. It shall be done.
What's so amusing?
Oh, it is merely that I never thought I would live to see you make such a face.
I agree.
Blast you both.
Huh. Don't think you have to worry anymore.
Father, Maester Midas, I must speak with you about what's to come. May I... The Fulga has already demonstrated its strength, granting us all but absolute military superiority. I suggest that we press the attack on the Imperial capital and utterly nullify their means to wage war.
What say you, Bertrand?
It is as Her Highness states. We will never have a better opportunity.
So we will tender an offer of peace once we seize the Imperial capital. Have I understood correctly?
It is not our intent to conquer. If we repeat the actions of the Empire, it will only lead to another cycle of tragedy.
But will Boldur in fact be amenable to peace?
I cannot speak for Emperor Boldur. However, Prince Gerard is a reasonable man, and has the support of the people. Emperor Boldur is not completely ignorant to the tides of time. If he abdicates the throne and negotiations proceed well with Prince Gerard, there should be no issue.
I agree. It is decided.
Planning for the invasion of their capital shall begin on the morrow. Albert, does that sound acceptable?
I think it a sound plan.
The day we have awaited is soon upon us. Best speak with the others while time yet remains.
Private chambers.
How exquisite. Lieutenant Kenny. What are you doing?
Oh, Your Royal Highness. I'm sorry. Is this area off limits to those with no business here?
No. And furthermore, you do have business here. And please, there is no need for titles.
But...
Please, call me Leticia. We are comrades in arms. Your Royal Highness would be far too cumbersome in combat. Would you not agree? Ray and Chloe call me Leticia as well.
In that case... Please, you can call me by my name too, Your Hut. My rank has absolutely no meaning here, anyway.
I see. So, Marielle?
Exactly. Leticia.
May I ask you something? Once the war is over, will Ray and the others return with you?
I had intended to, but Ray rejected the idea. However, if what he says is true, help will be coming for them from Vergold, sooner or later. Leticia, do you have feelings for Captain Raymond?
No, that is not what I...
Don't ever get involved with sailors. Nothing good will ever come of it. A sailor will always value his ship over his woman. You'll know no happiness with a sailor.
Your meaning?
Oh, just words of wisdom drilled into my head by a certain woman I know who married the captain of a spaceship. But it can't be all bad, Leticia.
Right.
Excuse me? You see, I dropped my brooch somewhere out on the Ceres Plains. I figured travelers go through the area quite often. I forget exactly what.
Is something the matter, Your Highness?
I have been looking for you. I wish to express my gratitude.
Oh?
It is not for anything in particular. I have truly a great many reasons to say this. But thank you.
I was merely performing my duty as a knight.
I also wish to apologize.
For what, may I ask?
For many things. For always being unreasonable. For making plans to wed without seeking your counsel. But there is one regret above all others. When I was separated from you and Chloe during the coup d'etat, for the briefest moment, I felt ready to give up.
Your Highness.
You have devoted your entire life to being a knight in my service. This is why I ask your forgiveness.
The oaths I swore to this kingdom, the royal family, and you, Your Highness, are made precisely for such moments. If my lady goes astray, I caution her. If she goes into battle, I take up my sword with her. And if she falls to her knees, I am there to help her up. I will say it again. I was merely performing my duty as a knight. Thus, I shall accept your words and clarifications of what passed before with pride, and pledge once more to serve you as your loyal knight.
I know not now, nor shall I ever know more faithful a knight than you.
Still, I would ask that you behave more sensibly once matters with the Empire are settled.
I cannot promise that.
Well, it was worth a try. Saying such things is also part of my duty as a knight.
Thank you. Ray,
What's up?
it would seem that we are nearing the end.
Yeah.
Ray, if I may, what is your home planet like?
I guess it's a normal planet.
I know not what you consider normal.
It's just normal. What can I say? Hey, Leticia. Tell me, what's the Kingdom of Osirius like?
It is beautiful, vast, and normal.
Yep. For most people, normal is wonderful.
Oh, why must you tease me so, Ray?
I'm sorry for teasing you. To be perfectly honest, my mind is just focused on preparing for what needs to be done tomorrow.
I pray tomorrow brings us victory.
You said it.
I suppose I should get some rest. Exquisite. Aught left I can do? We should rest while we can. Have you completed your preparations, everyone?
Yep.
The Royal Army and Fulga unit have already reached the plains south of Baldar. We must make haste. Everyone, do remain alert. We now move to make our way through Baldar.
Got you covered.
Leave it to me.
It eases my heart to know we once again are free to make our way here. Baird, I have a question for you.
Yes, Your Highness.
I would like to know your thoughts when I decided to accept Prince Gerard's marriage proposal.
Heavens! This is quite the sudden inquiry.
Have I asked something unbecoming? You see, I had not consulted with you when I made the decision, no? Hence I ask.
Please, Your Highness, I am but your attendant. Wherefore I shall abide by your decision, no matter whom you should decide to wed.
I feel like he is missing the intent of the question I posed forward.
Highness?
Okay, I see. So, you would comply with any decision I make,
Yes, by all means.
Well, then, what if I were to...
Highness?
Nay, pay me no mind. Thank you, Albert. I appreciate all your support.
Oh, certainly.
How exquisite! This city and its people will require much time before the scars this war has left on them might heal. I hope we might at last bring the war to an end and cause them no further pain and suffering. To think that the introduction of the Fulga would lead to such dramatic results.
They were absolutely overwhelming. Attacking from such a high position out of reach from the opposition, a simple tactic, yet so formidable.
A victory of your long dedication.
No, this is a victory of everyone's dedication. Well, in truth, I did not want to engage her in that kind of maiden battle.
Mr. Midas, I am sorry.
I totally agree. But even so, the Fulga's capabilities were put on full display. When this war is finally over, it should be a cinch to find other uses for it besides fighting.
I see it only as the trigger of further conflict.
Well then, before that happens, you need to set everyone straight. The Fulga is a dream machine that symbolizes peace. That it'd be damn idiotic to use it for war. Am I right?
Are you presenting me with a challenge now?
As the inventor, I have faith that you can pull it off.
You've got some neck to talk with such ambition. Fine, I'll see what I can do.
Thank you, Ray.
This is it, our grand finale, and my one-way ticket to personal freedom.
All right, let's go and nab these Virions. There's a lot of intel we're looking to get out of them.
I cannot stand by and let these Virions break any more of our laws. I will stop them myself if I have to.
There's nothing left to be done. What a dull existence. There must be some way to pass the time.
Good day, Lady Malkia.
Your timing is impeccable. I happen to have a favor I must ask.
Oh, yes, of course, if it is within my power.
Could you tell me a good story?
Pardon?
You did hear me. Come, tell me something stimulating.
It feels like I'm being asked to do something rather challenging. In that case... Here is a joke that is quite in vogue within the royal city. A patient was visiting an iatromancer and spoke to him as such. Doctor, this is my first time being treated with iatromancy. Will I be okay? Don't worry, he replies. This is also my first time. And that is the joke. Lady Malkia?
I never thought you would actually tell a joke.
But isn't that what you asked of me, Lady Malkia?
Yes, of course. Apologies. I had heard it common for persons of great culture to know many jokes and funny tales. If the princess can make a clever joke at a moment's notice, the kingdom's future is secure.
Oh, you do exaggerate. That was but one simple joke. I assume you two have been acquainted for some time.
Yes, you could say that.
And she's always been insufferable.
Oh, insufferable am I? I certainly won't stand for that.
What?
I must ask you, Princess Leticia. Objectively speaking, how does our insufferable relationship appear to you? I suggest you answer truthfully.
Oh, well, maybe. You appear to get on well, as if you are good friends.
I see. Good friends, you say? That does sound about right, if I do say so myself.
Or could it be something like war buddies? Perhaps partners in crime?
Partners in crime. Well, now that you mention it, we did do things years ago we couldn't possibly share with such wholesome youngsters.
I need to warn you. Don't take any of her nonsense at face value.
Yes, understood.
Well met. I heard that adventurers like yourselves are experts on the topics of herbs and medicine. Which leads me to my request. I'd like to buy a love potion from you. I only need one. I just have to steal a single girl's heart, after all. I only need one.
By my life,
Travelers, are ya? Got a favor to ask, if you don't mind. I need a letter delivered to Larset Village. It's for an old mentor of mine. It's not for me, though. Say you received it from Corporal Sarsa. No matter what, don't say you got it from me.
There is no time left to waste. We must make Fervale the moment preparations are in order.
I have a score of my own.
That meal at the inn was super tasty. I wonder how they made it. Oh, I wish I asked them for the recipe.
Nina, by any chance, do you cook?
Yep. Back in Delric, I was the one making the food. And I even made enough so we could deliver to all of our sick patients.
You cooked for the patients as well. That must have taken quite the effort.
Yeah. It was a lot of work. It was hard enough with just 2 or 3 patients, but when there were more than 10, it was such a hectic rush. But thanks to that, I've now got some skills in the kitchen.
Well, I certainly would like to sample your cooking one day, Nina.
Gee, I'm sure it's nothing that you'd find tasty, Leticia.
Do not be so sure. If possible, would you please cook for me sometime?
Yes, of course I will. How about you, Leticia? Have you ever cooked something before?
Only once, as a child. However, it was an utter failure. I burned very rare ingredients just so terribly. Although I do desire the skill to prepare a dish properly.
Well, in that case, why not make something with me?
Oh, with you, Nina? Wouldn't I be a bother to you?
Not one bit. It just so happens I'm also an ace cooking teacher. And cooking is more fun when it's done together.
If you don't mind, I would love to. I can hardly wait.
Yay! Pinky promise! Don't worry about whatever happens.
Pardon us.
Hey there. Got some new stock and that's sure to make you unbelievably powerful. again anytime.
Well, that was indeed fruitful. Well, that was indeed fruitful. Pardon us.
Welcome to our inn. We'll be safe behind the citadel.
Simply delightful.
Another peaceful.
These lodgings were superb. There is no time left to waste. We must make for Vale the moment preparations are in order. This city and its people will require much time before the scars this war has left on them might heal. I hope we might at last bring the war to an end and cause them no further pain and suffering.
This isn't...
Got you covered.
We should find Bertrand and his men posted outside the gateway to Valdar. Best head there first.
I don't like the look of them. Prevail.
Energy levels low. We need to recharge first. Threat insufficient output. Prepare yourself. Energy levels low. Insufficient output. Run. Say goodbye. Energy levels low. Not much of a challenge.
The real battle begins once we have made our way to the Imperial capital, Theo. See to it you are not exhausted before we arrive.
I need not be reminded. I could make no greater sin in this.
Looks like you know how to take care of yourself well enough.
Of course I do. I didn't come along just to try and hold you back.
Is the battle already underway?
It is. The Volga battalion has begun its assault.
Shall we fall back?
No. I'm not leaving until this whole thing is over with. Not after they tried to execute Leticia. Not after all the trouble they brought to our city. I'm definitely not going to disease like that. There's too much at stake to turn away now.
Prepare yourself.
Vision impaired. Unable to perform blind.
Firing!
do it!
We did it! Get ready to
Exercise
fight,
caution.
everyone.
Prepare yourself. Wake up! Stay where you are! Energy levels low. Destroyed. Insufficient storage. Firing! Threat neutralized. Prepare yourself. Energy levels low. Destroyed. Firing!
The gateway stands to the east of here.
We can nearly see it now.
Go. Locked on. Prepare yourself. Insufficient output.
You'll not be the last.
Warning. Energy levels low. Firing. Prepare yourself. Insufficient output. Keep your distance. Prepare yourself. Energy levels neutralized.
We have been awaiting you, Your Highness.
Status report.
No major resistance from the Imperial capital. Our forces are in place. We stormed the city on your order, Your Highness.
As planned, we will call off the Vanguard in order to minimize casualties among non-combatants. Above all else, we must secure Emperor Buldur, Prince Gerard, and the three with horns and pale skin.
Aye.
Brave soldiers of Osirius! With me! We make our way now for Castle Vale.
Expect the Imperial forces to work fiercely to stop us. We must stay alert and remain guarded.
Firing! Say goodbye! Stay where you are! Advancing! Lockdown! Firing! Prepare yourself! Energy levels successfully installed. Insufficient output. Firing! Accept warning. Energy levels low.
I shall not pass! Protect the Emperor! For the wicked princess who betrayed
Push through!
I have acquired something of note. Hostile. Prepare yourself for an outbreak. Lockdown. Firing. Critical. Destroy. Prepare yourself. Nowhere to run.
What of the people in the castle?
mission now is to bring a swift an end to this conflict with might and power. Must not allow us to go
Onward for Castle Vale.
Unable to warning. Energy levels low. To recharge. Destroy.
Please open your eyes.
I'll protect you. Insufficient output. Say goodbye. Destroy. Warning. Energy levels low. Keep your distance. Threat neutralized. Insufficient output. Destroy. Say goodbye. No. Warning. Energy levels low. Threat neutralized. Prepare yourself. Insufficient output. Destroy. Say goodbye. Threat neutralized. Prepare yourself. Warning. Firing. Prepare yourself. Sufficient output. Keep your distance. Warning. Energy levels low. Prepare yourself. Sufficient output.
For messing with us.
Nowhere to run. Warning. Energy levels. Say goodbye. I'll protect you.
I'm here to serve.
Initiate emergency protocols. Insufficient power. Duma. Advance a warning. And destroy. Insufficient output. Full of openings. Neutralized. Firing. Destroy. Warning. Energy levels low. Insufficient output. Wake up! Duma. Energy levels low. Threat neutralized. Advancing. Nowhere to run. Say goodbye. Firing. Destroy. Insufficient output. Keep your distance. Neutralized. Prepare yourself. Enemies up ahead. Left arm. Prepare yourself. Energy levels low. Insufficient output. Unable to execute command. Warning. Energy levels low. Firing. Destroy. Hostiles eliminated.
The castle stands just across this bridge.
No telling when those variants might show up. Keep your eyes peeled.
Need to recharge first. Prepare yourself. Sufficient output. This should do it. Warning. Energy levels. Say goodbye. Insufficient. Warning. Energy levels low. Keep your distance alive. Destroy.
We have been awaiting you.
Aeon!
I welcome you all.
Emperor Boldur of the Vale Empire, your days as ruler are at an end. Your son will not be wed to our princess.
That no longer matters. Even should the Empire fall this day, Princess Leticia will nevertheless become my daughter.
What is he on about?
And not only her. All of you before me now will soon become my beloved children.
That does not sound like the last deluded words of a man backed into a corner.
I agree. That is the response of someone with firm conviction in their words.
Prince Gerard, the people have spoken. An accord between Osarius and Vale. Let there be peace between us.
Princess Leticia.
Peace? Still, you espouse such naivete. The kingdom and empire are incompatible. This will never change until one or the other is no more!
Neon, what is it that has pushed you this far?
Osarius ignored the plight of the Empire when the rot ravaged us 15 years ago. Even with just a few of your Iatromancers, my parents, my loving brothers and sisters would still be with me this day!
But Osarius is not solely to blame!
Silence! That forsook not only my family, but even our Empress Tatiana will find no clemency with me!
As a lord, I must respect the fervor of one who displays such sorrow for my beloved. I ask you grant him opportunity for justice.
Still, this android.
Frequency of that EMP generator. It will not work on me again.
Nothing stands in the serious cycle! Though we... A serious royal line shall beat it! Its end today!
Why did it come to this?
Neon, stop them!
Prepare yourself if you have Threat neutralized. Prepare yourself. Energy levels low. Prepare yourself. Sufficient output. Full of openings. Warning. Very well. Insufficient output. Threat neutralized. Stay where you are. Send her back! Estering hit.
Don't let me down!
The doctor is in.
Taking over.
Bleed!
Excellent timing. Commencing assault. Prepare yourself. Energy levels low. Taking fire. Insufficient output. Say goodbye.
Can you not
We have to take him out? Something doesn't feel right about this.
We went through so much with Naomi. To end it.
I shall see to this.
Keep your distance. Stay where you are. I only train harder.
Is this satisfactory?
Insufficient
Nowhere to run. Say goodbye.
Energy levels low. Prepare yourself sufficient output. Prepare yourself.
This should do it.
Insufficient output. Energy levels low.
Prepare yourself.
Insufficient output. Energy levels low. Insufficient output. Back where you are.
Critical. Duma. Behold. Your fate is sealed.
Warning. Energy levels leave it to me. Insufficient output.
Command.
Prepare yourself. Warning. Energy levels
Keep your
low.
distance.
Destroy.
That's what you get for messing with us.
I am content. No. Do not gaze on me with pity. For I am content to have left my wounds upon the face of Osiris. Never let another meet my fate.
I offer my heartfelt sympathy to this man who had yet to become my child.
I am sure Neon would be most pleased.
What are you saying?
Now, come face me, Princess Leticia. I shall be waiting on the throne. I eagerly await our next encounter.
Emperor Buldur! Prince Gerard! There is no reason we must fight further!
Princess Leticia.
Well, that was our invitation. Let's go have a little chat with him, eh?
Yes. Yes, I agree.
hostile.
We cannot hold them!
Let us make haste to the throne room. Emperor Voldor is like...
Let's go.
Duma insufficient. Nowhere to run. Threat neutralized. Destroyed. Energy levels. Say goodbye. Prepare insufficient outcome. Keep your distance. Say goodbye. Firing. Warning. Energy levels. Keep your distance. Insufficient outcome. Prepare yourself. Warning. Energy levels are low. Prepare yourself. Prepare yourself. Energy level usefulness low. Target acquired. Insufficient Advancing. Warning. Energy levels low. Firing. Firing. Prepare yourself. Insufficient output. Prey on the enemy's lack of leadership. Warning. Rise. Emperor Voldor.
Now then, Valange, Gaston, Lola. Our situation deteriorates by the moment. I assume you three must have some means of remedying this?
Please allow us to handle this, Your Majesty.
Princess Leticia is ultimately the heart of Osirius. Take control of her, and all this can change. Besides, our ride will be coming soon. Lola, why the hesitation? We do not have the luxury of choice here.
How did it come to this? Gah, you mean we gotta fight them too?
Lola!
Your Highness!
If you harbor any doubts, there is always the option to talk this through. Fighting is not the only solution.
Says the one that came charging in with a flying weapon. Lola!
Lola!
I know.
Must we fight?
We must. We're also going to need that special Duma if we are to enact the Emperor's vision.
Special Duma? Is there something different about this one?
There are two areas in where I differ from other survey model Duma. First, I am designed to function autonomously, and I am thus severed from the network with other Duma. I have the capacity to act according to my own judgments.
This mention of other Duma interests me, but what is the other difference?
I am also a combat model. All of the abilities I have provided to you in battle thus far are not found in other Duma.
These abilities have value as research. Normally, Duma share their data amongst each other via the network, and their choices are dependent upon decisions made within that network. We are the ones who should be utilizing the powers of that Duma.
I have no intention of aiding you. If you understand Duma, then you already know this.
Which means we have to take what we want. Now, enough talk. Prepare yourselves.
Don't get cocky.
Was all
for violence. What does this take to our lives? Lola, please, listen to me! Shut up! Shut up! Don't try to confuse me! There is a path! Through this that does not involve violence! You're a fool! Lost long ago. I would have never allowed this to happen. To make things easier? Here it comes! You disgusting! He's gonna be okay!
Send the best.
There you go! I shall see to this! Ready for battle. Thank you. We should do it. Stay where you are!
Die so badly.
You're mine! Keep your dignity! We should do it.
Stop trying. Stay out of my way, princess! You disgust me.
Say goodbye to me! Duma! Behold! Your fate is sealed! Silence! Only in combat. Function restored. Ready for battle.
Die so badly. I cannot fall here. Not now.
Taking fire. The enemy. Critical. Taking fire. Locked on. Survival dropping.
Bless me.
Taking fire!
Warning.
Energy levels low. Chance of survival dropping.
That's the best you can do.
Warning. Energy levels low. Successfully installed. Insufficient output. Warning. Energy levels low. Taking over. Insufficient output. Prepare your fire. Energy levels low.
So, this is where it ends.
Colonel Valanche. Please, surrender. Any further violence will serve no purpose.
Magnificent. A fine display of the strong wills that drive you. I do believe I should like to test through the Song of Steel just how well those fierce wills of yours hold up to my own.
Emperor Baldur! Why? Surely there is no need to fight any longer!
I do this precisely because there is a need. The peace of our world demands it.
Father! It is over! The Empire is...
Gerard, this is merely the beginning. Call this an empire though we may, in the end it comes down to the strength of one man. Bear witness to this truth now.
Is there no other way?
Relinquish your fears. Prove that you can bring me to my knees. You are the android Neon spoke of. I will speak with you at length once this battle
Okay, must decline. Leave it to me. Insufficient output. Prepare yourself. Energy levels.
Why must we continue to fight?
to know that work to best me here.
Taking over.
Well done, Princess. I see that I alone had no chance to be a match for you. Do you see now, Valanche? The Princess? No, the people of this world are of strong roots indeed.
We didn't foresee the inhabitants of this world being so formidable. Even without Duma's abilities, we stood no chance.
Colonel Valanche.
The key is that Duma there. It's unlike any we've encountered, and far beyond our capabilities. We collected some valuable data. Where are you from, Duma?
Just what do you all know about Duma?
Scorpium. Engineered life forms.
Scorpium.
You are not familiar with them? They dwell amongst the stars. Wonderful beings capable of plucking all pain from this world and bringing about everlasting peace.
As long as humanoids exist as they are now, their desired utopia will never exist.
How simple. That's merely how you choose to see it, as an android from Verguld.
What are you inferring?
Perhaps it's best if you enlighten them yourself. Eh, Duma? Tell them your purpose and identity.
Correct. Scorpium is an integration of artificial and organic life. The name refers to our cybernetic collective, which exists to seek out further evolution as a novel life form. I am a probe, created to survey and assess the suitability of organic candidates for integration.
An integration of artificial and organic life? Is that possible?
Compensating the failings of flesh within organic matter? Such a lure is not unusual. I presume this Scorpium simply works on a much grander scale. Like Elena, it sounds as if their goal is to force evolution's hand through technology.
Incorrect. Our primary purpose for integrating cybernetic and organic life is a congruence that draws upon the strengths of both sides to the fullest. We do not seek evolution that extends along a course biased toward one side or the other.
So you aren't just cyborgs then?
No, the reverse, in fact. It is not so much making an organic base more cybernetic, but Scorpium is rather making certain aspects of a cybernetic base more organic.
Affirmative. The observations of the Arnold Robotics android are astute, as expected.
Wait, what? The base is cybernetic?
The end morphological faculties may appear as such. However, it is also conscious as a life form. In other words, major philosophical differences emerge when the concepts that form the basis of self-awareness are derived from either organic or cybernetic. These present some drastic differences in outlook.
I see. Your sense of self-consciousness as an artificial being has been of interest to me. Since Duma, or rather Scorpium, achieved such a state, they must now be seeking to further evolve themselves by integrating with humanoids.
Wait, hold up. I am completely lost here. These are some pretty tough concepts you're tossing around. So how is it that the Emperor is so familiar with this stuff that throws us spacemen for a loop?
Marielle, an unidentified vessel is approaching the Aster sector at high speed. ETA to the system is 36 hours.
What?
Our escort, no doubt. Belange, Gaston.
Yes.
Colonel? Gaston? What is this?
Lola, thank you for all of your hard work. It was due to your efforts that we obtained such a marvelous specimen as the Emperor here. We are truly grateful.
What are you saying, Gaston? Do you mean to say you're going back to Scorpium?
Oh, come now, Lola. Surely you knew this from the beginning. Now, the Colonel and I must be going. We have to do our part to protect the Emperor.
Gerard, I leave this empire and world in your hands for the time being. Forge peace with Princess Leticia. And wait patiently for the inevitable return of your lord.
Father! Wait! You think you can escape? Please. I wouldn't try if I didn't think it possible.
Marielle calling the Akizuki. Send me the trace coordinates of the two who just vanished.
I'm sorry, but they've completely disappeared from sensors. We can't track them.
No. What now?
Another ship is approaching from the opposite direction. Looks like it should be here in 48 hours. I've identified the ship. It's the Aldous, a Vergoldian merchant vessel.
It's Antonio. Marielle, how about opening up a proxy channel with your ship?
Copy that. Marielle to the Akizuki. Please open a channel to the merchant vessel Aldous as soon as possible. Once the channel is open, patch it through to Captain Raymond's universal device. Understood. Whenever you're ready.
This is Antonio Lawrence, captain of the Vergoldian vessel, the Aldous. Who am I?
Antonio! It's me, Raymond!
Ray, is that really you? Why are you using a Federation frequency?
It's a long story, but I've teamed up with a Federation officer. There's a Federation ship in orbit around Aster 4, but they are not hostile. I need you to focus your attention on the unidentified ship coming in from your opposite direction. I'll be in touch again once things calm down. Over.
Wait, Ray! What nonsense are you talking about?
Now, I take it we don't have any leads on where the Emperor and his friends ran off to.
No, I'm afraid not.
In short, this means we've won?
It most certainly does not feel that way. Antonio's imminent arrival means Our time together with Ray and his crew now draws to an end. Best be certain there are no matters to attend to before I head for the council chamber in the Basilica.
Pardon the intrusion.
Welcome to our inn. We'll be safe behind the Citadel walls.
Ray, you could stand to be better behaved.
Another peaceful night.
Our stay is at its end. The Virians and Emperor Boldur.
I can't help but Boldur seemed to have expected them.
Crown Prince
May I ask what you typically do in your work, Ray?
Let's see, how do I explain this? Your kingdom has jobs that involve moving stuff around, right?
Indeed. Many which involve transportation by animal, boat, or otherwise.
Well, that's what I do. Essentially, my job is to take someone's cargo from one place and deliver it to someone else who needs it. Only we don't just deal from city to city or country to country. We deliver from planet to planet.
Planet to planet? I cannot say I quite understand. Nonetheless, I am sure you are doing a wealth of good.
I wouldn't say it's all that great, but, thanks. No job is too big, no fee is too big. Anything from a single letter to a house as big as this village, we make it happen.
A house? Forgive my shock. I cannot fathom carrying such an enormous burden. Yet, true as you say, no job is too big.
Yep. So if there's anything you need me to deliver, just say the word, all right? No matter what it is, I'll get it there safe and sound.
I see. If the need arises, I know whom I shall call.
The Virians turned out to be...
Princess Leticia, when you visited the doctor, I never would have thought you were the same girl I saw at my father's funeral years ago.
I am truly sorry I failed to recognize you, Nina.
Oh, someone like you need not have to apologize at all.
No, it was remiss of me to forget you.
I guess I did hold hope that you'd remember me. Just a little bit.
I am so terribly sorry.
Oh, you're taking me too seriously. I was just joking. Please, lift your head up. You know, what I was actually thinking then was... since our dads knew each other and all, that perhaps I would become friends with this girl someday.
Oh, Nina.
If it's okay with you, I mean, if it's really okay.
Would you honor me with your friendship, if it is not too late?
Hey! Well, you know, I was just about to ask you that. I'm so stoked! You got it! Starting today, we are the best of pals!
Yes, pals it is.
I refuse to allow things to end this way.
Maester, you are lacking sleep?
I am. I had an awfully realistic dream last night. I woke at a terrible hour and could not get back to sleep for the life of me.
A dream, you say? What did you dream of? Perhaps... you dreamt of Lady Malkia?
What?
It appears I was right.
Child, do not mock your elders. Malkia shall hear nothing of this.
A shame. I dare say she might be pleased to learn you dreamt of her. Maester Midas?
You will tell no one of this. Keep it a secret, you hear?
Now you can play us so. I'm looking forward. The main thing you must do to improve.
After all, easy.